Welcome to Friends of Fundamentals. This week we're doing the Ramon Allones Grandes. Smithy, how are you, Smithy?
It's good, mate. Great. I'm feeling very good. We haven't got Ken.
We haven't got Ken. Ken's got a bad back. That means Ken obviously tried to make his bed for the first time since 1978, and it was just way too much for him. It's been a prick of a week, though, overall, hasn't it? It's been a tough week.
A shitter.
I work out whether to put my dog down tomorrow. It's not good. I've just been looking forward to Friday afternoon. I just want a cigar that just gets me through the next couple of days. Just lifts my spirits.
I believe this will be the cigar, mate.
I got no idea. TB October 08, TB relatively good code, October 8. Well, let's face it, it's got about 5 years on it now.
Yep.
Should be good.
Should be good. I'll run with only 4 years, but his mathematics says 5.
Check your invoicing. Always check your invoicing.
Mate, there's, it's a beautiful wrapper. There's a nice oil running through that.
That's a lovely wrapper. What's my draw's perfect?
Yeah, my draw's perfect. Construction is superb.
2 for 2. Given that they're we've got a whole heap of boxes, the last 2 cigars in this box here. So when you get the last 2 cigars and the last 2 cigars draw well, you know what? I think it's the first time it's ever happened in my life.
Mate, beautiful, rich, roasted tobacco smell. It's gorgeous.
Well, let's get into it. We'll come back to you after just the first half inch. Smithy, the opening. Go through the opening.
Beautiful. Again, that rich tobacco's come through. Touch of caramel as well, I'm feeling. Beautiful draw, rich, lots of smoke. Great cigar for the afternoon.
It's smoke. It's got a lovely viscous feel on the palate. Ramon Allones. So when I think of a Ramon Allones this size, which is a Churchill size, by the way, I suppose the next one is the Ramon Allones Gigantes. And at their best, and they can be variable, but it's that beautiful stewed fruit nature that what Ramon Allones should be. I mean, this hasn't developed into that at this point in time. It's just a lovely opening. So, what do you want to start as an opening in a Ramon Allones? Smoothness, viscosity on the palate, and a certain richness that has a promise to something coming through.
Like last week when we did the Via Maestros. This is straight in.
What was it called?
VR.
Vega Urbana. Vega Urbana Maestro. Sorry.
He's cocky because I attempted to drink his wine, which is the first time in 10 years.
Took my glass. Unbelievable. And it's not that good.
What are we drinking?
We're drinking something that was provided by Kenny. He said, Rob, I want you to try this.
Some of the best.
Try this. It's excellent. Selkirk Shiraz. Ken.
I know why you gave it to us.
Yeah, seriously, go to the next shelf above and start providing some of those. Actually, go 2 shelves above. Because old Selkirk, you won't be spending my coin on that.
Yeah.
Bremerton. Interesting. We'll be back at the end of the first third. We've just got Greg Huntley on the corner here, just giving advice as to technical aspects of this filming.
Trying to tell us how to do it.
There are no freaking technical aspects.
We're professionals at this, okay?
We've done this 1,000 times. I don't need you to tell me.
This isn't rehearsed. Anyway,
first third. You have a beautiful ash.
Yeah, beautiful ash. I've taken a couple of photos of that. It's a beautiful burn, and that, again, that comes back to that draw and construction. Maintain that richness, that full smoke, and getting into that fruit cakey richness.
Panettone.
Panettone. There you go. Panettone. Exactly. Italian bread, panettone.
Italian bread, a little bit of fruit. If you can picture that, if you can taste that, that's exactly what it tastes like. Medium body. It's straight on medium.
It's maintained on the medium
body, but it's got so much smoke that just coats your tongue and coats your mouth. It feels rich. And it's the density to it, which is gorgeous. And after a tough week, it's been.
You feel like you're getting value for money every draw you're taking on this, because you're not feeling like I'm not getting enough smoke out of this.
It's a lot better than when we first tried it a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Look, 4 years old. I think we probably had a year on it at the time, but gorgeous cigar. Like as I was saying with the Via Maestro from last week, is that acceptable enough for you?
Let's go the whole Vega Urbana Maestro.
As Rob was saying. What I was going to say at the opening is, again, straight into stride. It hasn't wasted, a good part of the first third to get into stride. And
is it Ramon Allones?
I think it is.
And that little bit of fruity aspect to it certainly has it.
The richness that you find with Ramon Allones.
I would love to see just a change in profile, just make it a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger. And going for, I hope it's maintained the same all the way through.
But we're only the first third.
Mate, the first third as an opening. An opening should be, you should lull them into the cigar. I mean, a great cigar should lull you in. A great Partagas Lusitania should just draw you in. And then you get to the end of that first third, and then it should give you something different. Well done, Smithy. Well done, D. D answers the phone.
Yeah,
Excellent
well,
work.
just,
Third ring. See, notice that people out there.
There was only 2
on management.
Yeah.
You know, always the phone should always answer the third ring.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
You know, it's the first time today.
Even the clock gets it right twice a day. Excellent. We'll be back at the end of the second third. Welcome back. Second third, Smithy.
Mate,
It's got better.
It has. It has got better. It's gotten, I think, a touch darker and a touch heavier. So
Deeper. That's what I was looking for, is that deepness coming through.
Yep. And
Richness, deepness.
more richness. More richness. If you could say the first third was rich, this is very rich. And moving from that panettone into that rich fruit cake, it's heavier. And, mate, this is a gorgeous cigar. Maintain that great smoke.
See, when I blend my customs, I mean, this is the sort of thing I'm trying to achieve, is to get a cigar which starts in one way and just evolves. At all stages, it must maintain that thickness on the palate, the viscosity on the palate, that richness, but just change consistently. And it's perfectly balanced.
Yeah. And it hasn't changed abruptly. It's just flowed into, you know,
it's something we
moved
don't
on.
often say with cigars. It's got class.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
You talk about Winnies or Sir Winston's, you talk about other great cigars, and that, especially aged examples, I'm going to say aged 5-6 years, they've got a certain class aspect to them. And this has certainly got class in spades.
Yeah. Last week, I didn't think we were going to do a better cigar this year.
Do you think it's better than the... I don't think it's better than the Vega Maestro. I think it's different.
At this point in time, I think it is.
Yeah?
Because at this point in time in the last one, I felt it lost its way. Where I still think this is maintaining its class and building. Now, it can fall over in the last third or something, but whether a Maestros picked up again.
Well, look, last week's Vega Urbana Maestros in my top 5 cigars of the year, and certainly this one is edging itself into that top 5 cigars of the year.
Very much so.
It's nice to get 2 cigars back to back in reviews.
Yep.
That's glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, I think it's an 08, so it's got that little bit of time on its side.
I still think it's got a lot of time left in it.
It's got a lot of time left in it. But I think it's, if anything, it's probably a little bit more approachable.
It is a bit more approachable right now, that's for sure.
I think it's...
But mate, at this point in time, I'll give it a 93.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up to 94s, 95s, so this is just lovely. I couldn't ask for anything. No. Maybe some more richness in the fruit, perhaps.
Yeah, that dried fruit characteristic isn't there enough, but
it's got that lovely bready, that cakey...
The heaviness is all there.
Enough of the Christmas cake spice in there. It just keeps it interesting. And it's intense in a lot of ways.
You're not disappointed with this at all.
Back at the end of the last third, looking forward to it. Okay, Friday afternoon on the deck here, and
it's getting a bit out of control.
It's getting a bit out of control in the background. To me, it's a solid 95 cigar, 94, 95.
I'm giving it a 94.
It's deep and rich.
It is deep and rich. I'm starting to pick up touches of dried apricot that are coming through that I absolutely love in your cigars. And as you mentioned, that's what Ramon Allones is all about, those dried fruits, that fruit cake. Mate, it's been a superb cigar. And for such a crap week, this is...
It's a lovely way to finish it.
It is a superb way to finish the week, mate.
It's got class, complexity, richness, viscosity, and I don't think you really, for guys who love cigars, I don't think you're really looking for too much more. It's a lovely Churchill format, so yeah, you've got a lot of class there. You've got a lot of time to enjoy it.
It's built from the first draw.
You can actually savour it. I mean, it's gone now for an hour and a half, whatever it is there. I'm just enjoying every aspect of the cigar here. I'd highly recommend
I'll be burning my fingers smoking this to the very end.
Look, we may have 10 boxes left, 15 boxes left of these things, who knows. Contact D, but seriously, this is one that they only come in 10 boxes, guys. So what do they call them? 3, 6, 7?
3, 4 threes.
Does that make 10?
Yes. He's a banker.
Afternoon. Check your invoices. Check your invoices.
He's already said it's 5 years old when it's only 4, and he can't have 3, 4, 3.
Check your invoices. Just pick one up, put it aside.
Yeah.
It is worthwhile.
Yeah.
We don't see him again.
Actually, with a 10 box, and you will pick them up, but every time you smoke one, you'll be stoked and also disappointed at the same time because you know that you're one less out of that box.
Look, absolutely.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd be able to top last week's cigar.
I don't think we've topped it.
But we've definitely run in beside it.
This is the first time in FOH history we've actually had 2 back-to-back cigars, which have been that good.
In big 90 numbers. Exactly. Mate, Ken is so dirty he's not here for this.
Next week we're doing the water test.
Yep.
On Wednesday next week. So we're dipping cigars in the water and seeing how they taste back-to-back. I know that's been a topic of discussion. And he looks like he's dressed.
Would you go
for
past
bed.
it?
And what are you? What are you?
Did you go
is that
past to school?
What, do you sleep in that?
Yeah.
What the fuck
You
you
chocolate and the hat.